And one of the comments was like, "Oh, you so rich, why you on a train?" I was on a train with a bunch of other rich people, but that person don't even know how life worked. The train was filled with millionaires. You know what I'm saying? But that's how life worked. And for me, these experiences, my mother sending me to them private schools, because when I first started rapping in Philly, when people used to diss me, that's one of the first things they say. They say, "Oh, he went to private school." I did go to private school, and that's the reason why I can have an elite conversation like we having right now. I know it's not 10 rappers that can come sit down here with you and talk like this and speak in multiple languages and go from that to this and talk the streets and really was in the streets, not like play. I'm talking about really in the streets, like when the streets was the streets, not now when everybody tattling and you got all these dangerous rats. This shit now is a circus. I'm talking about back in the day. I'm talking about when JBM had Philly on lock, when it was get down and lay down. You know what that mean? Get down and lay down. That meant get down with us or die. Those was my elders. So being around the men, you know what I'm saying? And all of them now are praying and striving Muslims. But those guys who ran and controlled my city at that time, I looked up to them guys. And those same guys now see what I'm doing, and they kids look up to me. So when I get in front of this camera, I ain't talking about no rap shit. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about Islam. I'm talking about adab. For those that don't know, that's character and mannerisms and how you carry yourself. Me being intentional. This hat is here on purpose. You told me you got 10 million views last week. Let's get 20 million with them seeing this hat. This candle right here, this is my Queen's company. I'm going to sell 5,000 candles if I get 10 million views. Really? This is all intentional, inshallah. You know, my skin.
And where can they find these candles, brother?
GoldenDreamEssentials.com. And this body butter right here, a lot of these rappers, a lot of these people you be interviewing, their skin, I don't like it.
Yeah, but I need some of that shit.
I'm going to get, matter of fact.
My skin is dry and chalky as a motherfucker.
This yours right here. We're going to get you some right here.
Tone. We're all over the place because there's so much to talk about. We probably have to do a part 2 to this.
We probably got to do like a whole little series. I feel like we should do a series where we basically go back and forth, because one thing I want to do is I want to bring you to Philadelphia. I like to call it Philistan. People don't know that stan. When you hear Pakistan and Afghanistan, the stan is for land of. So Philistan is the land of Philly, and it's also our way of honoring Gaza. So I got to bring you to Philistan, let you see the real Philadelphia, real Philadelphia. Like, inshallah, you know, you got to have a pass to come to Philly, but you got to pass.
Respect.
You like an honorary Philadelphia.
And I was never into the sports shit with the Yankees and the Phillies back on. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. We gonna bring you to Philly because I feel like, you know, right now, like, you one of the voices of our people. I don't even think you realize how big your voice is, bro. So I would be honored to bring you to the biddy. Yes, sir.
It seems like a lot has happened in the music world over the last 40, 50 years.
Yes.
I will never say I'm an expert in the music game, and how, you know, have I been around it? Have I met some of my favorite people?
Right.
And I got to meet one of them with you. Like, for me, meeting Freeway.
Wow.
Freeway Philly?
Yeah.
Which way is the right way to say it?
His stage name is Freeway, but they call him Philly Freeway, so it's just Freeway. And you know what's crazy? Let me give you a little history. I don't know if you saw that guy I was talking to in the other room, the short black guy. That's Freeway Ricky Ross. That's the original Freeway. That's where Rick Ross, the rapper, got his name from, and that's where Freeway from Philly got his name from. That's
the actual guy.
That was actually Freeway Rick. I told you, when you come to the studio, you don't know who's gonna walk in, but that's actually Freeway Ricky Ross, where both rappers got their name from. So shout out.
I know he was like OGs.
Yeah, allegedly. You know, I don't know nothing about drugs, but allegedly, from what they say, he was, you know, one of the biggest drugs. Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly. I don't know anything because I'm just a poet. I don't know anything. I'm not in a gang. I don't know nothing about gangs or drugs or anything like that. I just want the record to reflect that.
So, you know, height of nightlife was the early 2000s. Hip hop dominated.
Like, what was you listening to then? Just so I know.
Just
so I can see what vibe you was on.
I mean, first of all, it was open.
Well, you said you like Freeway, so I'm sure Rockefeller was definitely a big part of it. So Jay-Z,
open format, right? It was open format, and the clubs was, you're going from one genre to the next, but it was always very heavy hip hop, right?
Always, still is.
So I could tell you, I have plenty of witnesses in my life. When Philly song would come on, even though how we do, we call it the Philadelphia. That's the Philadelphia national anthem. Yes, I don't know what they talk about. This New York and Philly don't got love. When that song came on, the entire club, I would want to break every fucking table within. Like, I would go crazy with that song. Because the energy with that song was, even to this day, when I hear it, you know.
You know something. Let me say this.
And you know, I want to thank you in front of the record for introducing me to that brother.
It's a good brother.
And hearing him say to me, bro, like, I had my mind explode, because I'm meeting Freeway and I'm meeting CeeLo Green at the same time.
Right.
Even though I met him once, but he would never remember. I explained the story that day.
Right.
I had met him for 1 second at the Super Bowl in Dallas.
Wow.
Which was a disaster. It was an ice storm, and all the parties.
During the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
wow, that's
it
crazy.
was the worst Super Bowl in history. They had the new stadium.
That's what they get for doing it in
and
Dallas.
There was a
garbage Cowboys.
Just a half an inch of snow, but they don't have the infrastructure. It was like the zombie apocalypse on the highways of Dallas. There was cars crashed everywhere.
Wow.
So all the A-listers are in town. So he's performing at the Maxim party. And I'm in there. There's only like 50 people. It should have been packed, but no one could get in.
Because of traffic.
So I'm sitting here, and this is like when his song, like that one song just took over, right? And fuck you. Like when that song was right?
They called it a song of the decade. Shout out to my brother CeeLo.
Anthem. Getting to watch him sing this live right now. I felt like honored, right? But the only thing that surpassed that was calling Tone Trump. Being called by Tone Trump, come hang out. I don't even know if CeeLo's coming. And getting not only to chill, be there, and observe. And that night he took me out.
Right.
Rolled the footage.
Right.
The clip.
Right.
And thank you for that, man. Just meeting Freeway was an honor, let alone CeeLo Green.
Right.
How did you even meet these guys, bro?
Well, Freeway is from our neighborhood, so mashallah, Freeway has always been like an influence and a big brother. And CeeLo Green, man, Allah is just merciful. I was at Viacom many years ago. I want to say 2010, 2009. I was at Viacom. For those that don't know, Viacom owns MTV, BET, VH1, a bunch of other stuff.